Welcome to The Explainer. So today, we're taking on one of the most universally frustrating mysteries of modern life. You know exactly what I'm talking about: bad home Wi-Fi. We've all been there, right? You're right in the middle of a super important meeting, or maybe you're at the climax of a 4K movie, and boom, everything freezes. You just sit there staring at your router, blinking away in the corner, wondering what on earth is actually going wrong. Well, today we're going to fix that. We're breaking down exactly how this technology works under the hood, and I'm going to give you some completely free, totally actionable hacks to optimize your connection right now.
Okay, so let's just dive right in. Why does your Wi-Fi literally seem to vanish the very second you step into the bedroom or, close your office door? It is incredibly frustrating dealing with those dead zones and endless buffering screens, especially when you're paying good money for high-speed internet. To actually fix it, though, we first have to shatter a really common illusion. We all kind of tend to think of Wi-Fi as this magical, invisible fog that just seamlessly fills our homes like air. But honestly, it's not magic at all. It is pure physics.
You see, Wi-Fi is actually a physical thing. It's made up of high-frequency radio waves physically traveling through the air, carrying digital data as binary ones and zeros. Just like light from a bulb or sound from a speaker, these waves are broadcast by the antennas on your wireless router, and then they're captured by the antennas inside your smartphone, your smart TV, or your laptop. And because they are physical waves, they have to interact with the physical world around them.
Section 1. The Invisible Obstacle Course.
To really understand what your router is up against, I want you to imagine it's shining a literal flashlight. If you shine a flashlight directly at a mirror, what happens? The light bounces right back, right? The exact same thing is true for Wi-Fi. Mirrors actually contain a thin metallic backing that acts as a physical shield. It reflects radio waves straight backward, creating this massive blind spot behind the wall. Next, think about really dense materials like brick or reinforced concrete. They don't reflect the waves, they actually absorb them. That high-frequency energy is literally absorbed by the concrete and converted into imperceptible heat, which stops your signal dead in its tracks. And finally, there's interference. Did you know that a running microwave oven leaks tiny amounts of radiation that perfectly overlap with some Wi-Fi signals? When you're heating up leftovers, your microwave can literally halt internet traffic to nearby devices. And let's be real, heating up a burrito shouldn't cost you a victory in your online game.
Section 2. Marathon runners versus sprinters.
When it comes to fighting these physical obstacles, modern routers offer a pretty fascinating trade-off by broadcasting two completely separate networks at the exact same time. Think of the 2.4 GHz band as the marathon runner. It uses longer, slower waves. It can travel incredible distances and basically punch right through solid walls and ceilings. But because it's so robust, everybody and everything uses it. It's like a highly congested highway shared by baby monitors, Bluetooth speakers, and even all your neighbors' devices. On the flip side, the 5 GHz band is the sprinter. It uses much shorter, faster waves, delivering those blazing fast speeds you absolutely want for streaming and gaming. It has plenty of open lanes. But the catch? It has a very short range, and if you put a concrete wall or a metal fridge in front of it, it completely wipes out.
And just to quickly touch on the real bleeding edge of tech out there, newer Wi-Fi 6E and Wi-Fi 7 routers actually introduce a third band, the 6 GHz band. Think of this one as the bullet train. It offers absolutely massive bandwidth and basically zero interference, but it has the shortest range of all of them. It will heavily struggle to penetrate even just standard walls. It really needs a direct line of sight to shine.
Section 3. Perfecting your router placement.
All right, now we are entering the hero phase of this explainer, because once we understand these physical waves, we can use completely free physical hacks to fix our signal problems right away. And it all starts with exactly where you place that little plastic box. Most routers use what we call omnidirectional antennas. They don't just shoot Wi-Fi out in one straight focused laser beam. Instead, they transmit radio signals that spread outward horizontally, essentially forming the shape of a massive donut. This means that if you stick your router in the far, dusty corner of your basement, well, half of your Wi-Fi donut is outside in the dirt, doing absolutely nothing for you. Placement is quite literally everything here.
So here is your rapid-fire, actionable checklist to fix this today. First off, elevate that router. Get it up to chest height in the direct center of your home to maximize that donut spread. Never, ever leave it on the floor, and for the love of all things holy, do not stuff it inside a media cabinet or behind your television. You are just boxing your signal in. Keep it totally clear of metal appliances and mirrors, and hey, pay attention to the antennas themselves. If you want maximum coverage on just one single floor, position all the antennas perfectly vertical, straight up. But if you live in a multi-story home, take one or two of those antennas and angle them at about 30 to 45 degrees. This physically tilts that invisible donut, spreading the waves diagonally up and down through your ceilings and floors.
Section 4. Free Speed Boost Hacks.
Okay, so once your physical placement is locked in and perfect, we can dive into the digital settings to completely unclog a slow connection. And again, this is completely free. We call this the Smart Band strategy. If your router lets you separate your network names, do it. You kind of need to act like a traffic cop here. Take all your low bandwidth devices, I'm talking your smart plugs, your light bulbs, your smart thermostat, and permanently connect those guys to the 2.4 gigahertz marathon runner. They really don't need speed, they just need reliable range. This preserves that ultra-fast 5 gigahertz sprinter lane exclusively for the heavy hitters, your 4K smart TV, your gaming console, and your phone. Stop letting your smart thermostat hog the fast lane.
Now, remember how we talked about the 2.4 gigahertz band being super crowded? It really is like a highway with overlapping lanes. But there's a pretty big secret here. Out of that entire spectrum, there are only 3 channels that do not overlap and interfere with each other. Channels 1, 6, and 11. These are the golden lanes. If you and all your neighbors are stuck on the default factory channel, let's say channel 3, you are basically sitting in a constant digital traffic jam. So you might be wondering, how do you actually get onto one of those clean channels? Well, you don't even need to log in to some complicated, intimidating admin panel. There is a much easier, almost conspiratorial hack that IT tech support relies on every day. Just literally unplug your router from the wall, wait about 10 seconds, and plug it back in. That's it. When modern routers boot up, they automatically run an environmental scan of the airspace, they realize that the old channel was completely gridlocked, and they'll quietly jump to the cleanest available non-overlapping channel. It's automatically optimizing your network while you do absolutely nothing but plug a cord back in.
Finally, I want to share the ultimate digital shortcut with you. Sometimes your Wi-Fi signal is actually perfectly strong, but web pages still take absolutely forever to start loading. The culprit here usually isn't your Wi-Fi at all, it's your ISP's default DNS server. Think of DNS as basically the internet's phone book. It's translating words like youtube.com into actual IP addresses. The ones provided by your internet company by default are notoriously slow, but you can completely bypass them using this specific magic number sequence. By logging into your router settings or even just your phone's Wi-Fi settings and changing your default DNS to Cloudflare's completely free 1.1.1.1 address, you are effectively hiring a super fast, highly secure digital translator. It just completely bypasses your slow ISP network altogether. Instead of waiting precious seconds for a page to figure out where it's even going, websites will resolve and snap open almost instantly on your browser. It is seriously one of the most effective zero-cost upgrades you can possibly make.
So, we've covered a lot today. We talked about the physical realities of radio waves, how things like mirrors and concrete swallow up your signal, the absolutely crucial difference between your router's marathon and sprinter bands, and exactly how to optimize your antennas and digital settings to get the actual speeds you pay for. So my final question to you is this. Look around your home right now. What invisible obstacles are blocking your connection? And will you take just 5 minutes today to finally clear them out? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.